Hey guys. Okay. So I just got back from Chicago and I'm actually liking the city now. I think it's actually a good city and let me tell you guys why. So I arrive at O'Hare and I'm trying to find a cab to get to my hotel, right? And I call up all these um, taxi services, taxi service companies, and they're all giving me like inflated prices, like 75, $80. So I was like, I don't know if I want to pay that much. And so the last company that I called, I was like, listen, everyone's been telling me that it's 70, $80. I can't do that. I can only do $50 max. And he's like, okay, fine, $50 a deal. And so luckily, he agreed and he told me, meet me outside at this location or whatever. I'm like, okay. I go outside and another cab pulls up, right? Like as soon as I walk out. And it's this Indian cab driver, and in the back seat is this big time Indian exec that I didn't even know he was like big shot, like a big guy in the business world. So I didn't pay him any attention whatsoever, and he would try to talk to me. I just did not give him the time of day. And I was just very adamant about getting that cab so I didn't have to wait. And so I was like, "Excuse me, cab driver, how much does it cost to go from here to Gurney?" And he's like, give me 1 second. I'm dealing with this customer." And he said it very respectfully. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll wait. And sorry, my hair looks so messed up. I, yeah, just gross. Um, and I started waiting, and then the cab driver was like processing the business guy's credit card info. And in the meantime, he's like asking me, like the business exec, he was like asking me what I'm doing there, this and that, like just small talk stuff. And I have like no interest in talking to this guy, so I was just like giving him short answers. Finally, he was gone, and the cab driver was like, "How much? I'll charge you $60." I was like, "No, that's okay. I'm getting an offer for $50. I just thought you'd give it to me for cheaper." And he's like, "You know what? I'll give it to you for $45." I was like, "Okay." And so I got in, and we had like the best time ever. The cab driver and I, like, we just had such a great conversations. I was totally amazed because this cab driver was like 40 years old, this old Indian guy, but he knew what he was talking about, and so I really enjoyed talking with him. And so, anyways, he was like, "Are you Indian? I don't know," and this and that. I was like, "Yeah, I'm Indian. I'm from Kerala." And he was like, "You're from Kerala? What?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm from Kerala." And then he was like, "First of all, you don't look like a Kerala person." I was like, "Okay, I don't know what that means." And then he goes, "Well, do you know who that guy was that you were talking to earlier?" I'm like, "No. Who the heck is he?" And then he goes, "He is the biggest, he's the executive, like, chief of sales for this company called Reliance Textiles, which is like the largest textile company in the world, and specifically like in India." I was like, "Are you serious?" And he was like, "Yeah, that guy's like a multimillionaire." And I was like, "How do you know this?" And he was like saying that they two were conversing for a while, and supposedly his city, like where he lives, is in a very prominent area of India where like all these Bollywood stars live, and his next door neighbor is Amitabh Bachchan, which is like the biggest Bollywood star like ever. And I was just mind blown with the fact that I met or I conversed with someone like that big. So I thought that was really cool. And what else? Um, and then we just had like the cab driver and I, we just had a really good conversation about just everything. Like he was telling me how his parents had a love marriage, like his mom is Roman Catholic and his dad is Hindu, but he said their relationship, his parents had a great relationship. They had no issues. And I asked him what his religion is, and he said he's in between Hindu and Christian, like he believes in both. I was like, what about your wife? And he was like, she's actually Muslim. I was like, oh my God, you guys have just like an um interreligion like family going on. He was like, yeah. And I said, that's really good. And he was like, yeah, he believes that with love, you can't look at it by, you know, oh, this person is this religion, so I can't be with that person, or this person is this color, so I can't be with that person. He was just telling me that you need to look at someone for their heart and not for, all these superficial things. And but that was really neat to hear like an older Indian guy say that. And I said, do you and your wife have problems? He said, every now and then we have small ones, but no big fight at all. So it was really cool. And then that night, I stayed at the hotel, which was nice. I talked a lot on the phone because it was a little lonely. I had dinner at this place called Anastasia's, and um, I reviewed a lot for my interview, so I felt prepared. And then the next day, interview day, was amazing. Like my group, it was like 6 of us. We had such a great time. Like touring the campus, touring the clinics, touring the hospital. It was a lot of fun, and we got along very well. And then two of the girls, they actually stayed at the same hotel that I was staying at, and none of us knew that we were all staying there. So we headed back together, which was cute, and we even took a cab to the airport together, and we split the fare, so we saved a lot of money. And I made sure to use that same Indian guy just so he would get more business. So, and what else? Mm. Oh, did you guys hear about the freaking pilot that was suicidal and like ran his tiny freaking airplane into an IRS building? That's crazy. My dad worked for the IRS. So I was like, what? This man is psycho. Well, hence why he's passed away from suicide. Um, what else? Um, I didn't know this, but Chicago, like through plane, is only an hour and a half. I feel like every other time that I've been to Chicago, it's been a 2-hour flight, but this one was like an hour and 20 minutes. I was like, how did that happen? I don't know. I guess like the pilot took a different trajectory, or maybe he just like sped up a lot. I don't know. So yeah, I really like the school up in Chicago. I hope I get in. I think I did well in the interview, and it was like a 3-panel interview, so it was like 3 people all grilling me, but it was good. And I think they liked me. They seemed enthusiastic about me. I'm not sure. I hope I did well, but we will find out in um the weeks. Rest weeks. Okay, guys, I'm going to go watch some Lost. Alright, I hope everyone's having a good week, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.